It is loading. There we go. Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome. I am Nahkila Isha of Ashworth Life Sculpting. I am a divine interpreter, interpreting messages and methods from the divine that empower you to create and live an abundant life. Hi, Rachel, my beautiful aunt. I still can't call you my beautiful aunt, even though Spirit said she has a name. Are you first? It looks like you're first. Good morning. Good morning. So let's go ahead and pull your card. Let me see which deck. Okay. So the guides are being a little, I don't know if sassy is the word, but I heard pull from the unicorn deck, duh. And I got the duh because that's the deck my hand was on. Hey, Diamond. Hi, Nina. Welcome. Good morning. Okay. Oh, okay. Just the one on top. Okay. You got light. So much light, you can't even see the words. It says, see the light within yourself and everyone else. I just heard you're at a standstill right now, but don't be discouraged. You have the tools and you're doing everything right. So just keep pushing forth and allow the divine to work on your behalf. Keep doing the things you've learned and the things you've taught yourself, and just trust and know that better is just right. I'm hearing around the corner, but as I was hearing around the corner, I was hearing it's not even that far. It's like right at the corner. So just keep moving. I'm hearing move your feet if you like to eat. If you'd like to eat. So like Spirit is basically saying, keep moving towards that abundance. The time is now for you to shine. Keep sharing what you were placed here to share with the world. Your voice, your message is valuable. Don't allow outside circumstances to hinder you, your growth, your evolution, your confidence, your courage. You got this. Keep pushing forward. I'm hearing your guides are extremely proud of you. And it's time for you to be proud of yourself. Look at all you've overcome and all you continue to overcome. You are a shining star, a bright example to others of what possibilities await them if they just keep pushing forward and they don't succumb to the things that are happening around them or even within them. You're special and you got this. Okay, thank you. So that is your message. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. You may not be aware, but every Wednesday I go live here on YouTube at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. And the first person on live on YouTube gets a personal card. But I have great news for those of you that have joined me for Spiritual Happy Hour here locally. Because I'm moving out of state, I had my last one last month, but I've been led by Spirit to do Spiritual Happy Hour virtually. So every fourth Saturday, starting this Saturday at 6:30 p.m., I will be going live here on YouTube. Now, unlike Spiritual Happy Hour here locally where you pay to come, you don't pay anything to join the live. However, I will be doing many readings. The first Spiritual Happy Hour, I will be doing them for $20, and every Spiritual Happy after that, it will be $25. So you'd simply click the PayPal link, put your payment in, and then put your question in the comments, and I will pull cards and give you whatever information Spirit delivers. So yay, I'm super excited. So join, come comfortable, because you may see me in lounge clothes, pajamas, robes. It's Spiritual Happy Hour. It's in the evening. We're going to chill out. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. You can ask me any questions you'd like to ask me about my journey, who I am as an individual, and whatever comes to mind. So let's just have fun, okay? Think Spiritual Happy Hour with your friends, but instead of us drinking alcohol, we'll be drinking wisdom, okay? Feels like I have a hair on my nose. So don't judge me. It's itching. Okay, so let's see what you all are saying. Rachel said, let me go meet it. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. You are so welcome. So welcome. Good morning, Nicole. Thank you for being here. So Diamond said, I'm here. I'm walking while eating. Sounds like my kind of thing. Hi, Liz. Welcome, welcome. So, as we wait for people to kind of trickle on, I'm going to share with you all a little bit that's been going on with me lately. Because, this is all about transparency, sharing the journey, and holding space for each other and holding each other accountable. So, you all have followed me for quite some time, most of you. And after my healing, some of you have seen the before and after pictures, I experienced a massive weight release, right? And I had an injury in 2012 where I had a 500-pound metal rack fall on my shoulder. So during that time, I had just gotten really large. I had gotten up to almost 300 pounds. And I'm 5'2", so that you can imagine, right? And so, anyways, I have done every trick, everything you could think of, every magic way to get small and all this nonsense. So after I healed, I was able to maintain and really be in my zone, right? So now, move fast forward, last year I had a secondary cervical spine surgery and I have not been working out literally since September of last year. And so I'm noticing that I am putting on the pounds, right? And so here's the thing, this is not ideal for me, right? But we talk about that self love. We talk about loving ourselves through it. So, the things that I'm noticing that I really appreciate is the fact that when I released that weight, my boobs weren't as fluffy as they are when I'm bigger, right? And so I'm seeing that and I'm like, ooh, they're filling in again, right? So, instead of focusing on the things that I'm not happy about, I'm focusing on the things that I am. And also, the other thing is when everything is cool and I'm good to go and I'm able to really get back into it, when I move, I will be getting a trainer. And I was telling my mom, the beautiful thing about it is I'm able to sculpt. I'm able to keep the fluff in the areas I like to keep it and then release it in the areas that I'm not too enthusiastic about. So if you're noticing changes about yourself, whether it's physical changes, emotional changes, mental, or even spiritual changes, find a way to embrace it, right? Because the more you pour into yourself in a positive way, the more positive your results will be. Now, in the past, if I'd start to gain a little, I would be beating myself up and then I would be eating because I was stressed about it and blah, 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 all this good stuff. Now, here's my disclaimer. I love food. This is no secret. So the reason why I'm gaining is because I'm eating the same way as I was when I was working out. And of course, if you're not working out, you just can't do that, right? So whatever you're going through, just find the self-love in it. Find the self-love in it because even if you are someone that is on this journey of releasing weight and, getting to a healthy state of being mind, body, and soul. When you eat something and you're sitting there and you're stressed out, like, oh my gosh, this is so fattening. It's going to like make me so big. Then that's what it's going to do. But if you can take the joy and be like, oh my goodness, this is so delicious. I am so grateful for this deliciousness. Then it doesn't have that low vibrating energy attached to it. And your body's going to process it in a way that keeps what your body is craving and get rid of the rest. So just remember, every single thing is about how you perceive it, how you speak of it, and how you believe it to be. Right. And the reason why I use the term release weight as opposed to losing weight is because when we use the term losing in our unconscious mind comes across as a negative. If you lose something, that doesn't feel good, right? If I lose my keys, I lose my best friend, I lose my mind, that doesn't feel good. So the unconscious mind will automatically go into find it mode when you use the word lose. So I use the word release because once you release something, it is gone, right? So I release the weight. I'm not losing nothing except maybe my mind, but that's a whole nother video. So just thought I'd share that with you all as we wait for everyone to kind of gather and come. Hey, Tanae, welcome. Hey, Ray. Look, last time I saw your name, I'm like, who is this? I know who you are now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Nikki, good morning. Good morning. And let's see. Cheryl said, I love food too. Sitting here thinking about a hamburger right now. Yes, I was thinking about all the things I can do with those ground walnuts I just discovered, and literally I'm like, oh, we can do sloppy joes, we can do meatloaf, we can do going all over everything. But the bottom line is for me, finding something that I can do with my physical stuff. I'm not even going to call it limitations, right? I'm just going to say with my physical stuff. If I love food, then I have a choice. You can either cut down or change, or you can keep things going and just keep getting fluffy. And fluffy for me is not an option. I'm not my most comfortable when I'm fluffy, it just doesn't feel as good. So yeah, but no, food is like my best hobby, like eating, that's like my best hobby. One of my sisters in light is moving to New Orleans, and I was like, ooh, I wonder what kind of vegan Cajun Creole food they have. Like food is like my thing. That's like if there's no good food, I'm probably not gonna have as good of a time. So if you invite me anywhere, please make sure there's good vegan options. So let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. For those of you that are joining for the first time, again, welcome. Every Wednesday, we start with our breathing. We do a grounding exercise. So you are able to, number one, get grounded and get in that calm, peaceful state, but also see how simple it is to ground every day if you're led to do so. So while you all are breathing, I will be sending you Reiki to your heart and your solar plexus, but the energy is very intelligent. So it will go wherever your body, your soul is craving for it to go. Okay. So just go ahead and close your eyes and inhale slow and deep. And what we're going to do on every inhale is breathe in love and light, and every exhale, release all that's no longer serving you. If you feel like there is something specific you'd like to release, then focus on releasing that with the exhale. Okay. So go ahead and breathe in that love and light slow and deep through your nose. And release all that's no longer serving you, exhaling slowly out of your mouth. And again, inhale love and light, and release. And as you inhale that love and light, allow yourself to feel the warm sensation of the divine's love filling your entire cellular being. And with every exhale, allow yourself to relax your shoulders and every part of your body where you're holding tension. As you continue to breathe, I call in highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, and helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I thank you for using me as a vessel to spread a message that serves the highest good of those I'm called to serve. May their hearts, their minds, and their spirits be open to receive whatever is meant for them. I thank you, and so it is. Just continue to breathe, and as you inhale, allow your crown chakra located at the top of your head to open. Open your crown chakra now and feel that divine love and light pouring in through your crown. And feel it as it flows down to your third eye and extends out to your eyes, your ear chakras. Allow it to flow down to your throat, down to your heart, your solar plexus, and your sacral, down to your root, traveling all the way down to your feet. And allow your feet to grow roots, connecting you to the center of Mother Earth. And allow yourself to energetically connect with the heartbeat of Mother Earth, feeling her warm, compassionate energy, feeling her wisdom as it flows up through your feet, up to your root and your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your ears, and up and out your crown. And as you feel that energy flowing out your crown, allow it to connect to the source of highest light and love deep in the cosmos. And just allow the energy of source of highest light and love and Mother Earth to flow through your entire body, loosening anything that's not serving you so that you can release it with every exhale and replacing all that you release with love and light. So just continue to breathe in love and light and releasing all that's no longer serving you, feeling lighter, more relaxed, and more at ease. Continue with your breath, setting the intention that this energy will continue to flow and provide you with healing throughout your day. And so it is. And when you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes and we will get started. Hi, Shamika. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Diamond said, I love your transparency and your humor. Yeah, I'm still laughing at myself yesterday. That candid camera live where I didn't realize I was still live. Over in RIM, I went live yesterday and there was some interference. And so it was telling me to either end the live or to get in a better place. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, in my zone, and I was in pain and I was like, oh, my back. And then I'm like, it feels great. And I start saying all the things I'd rather feel in my back, right? But I was doing it in this cartoon voice, not realizing I was still live. And I was like, I've been telling you guys I'm a goofball. I was an only child for 8 years. So my imagination is extremely vivid, which is great because it helps with manifesting. But yeah, I'm super duper silly. It's how I entertained myself for the first 8 years of my life, and it just kind of continued on. So let's see. Okay. I busted out a few different decks today. I mean, they're decks that we've used. We just haven't used them in a while. So how are you all feeling today? What's going on that's new with you? Take that. Ooh, I love it. I like it a lot. And this one. Someone invent knuckle protectors for psychic mediums so that when we knock on the cards, we can save our knuckles. For those of you that don't know, I knock on them just to clear the energy. They're always cleansed before I start using them. I cleanse them periodically, but that's just to reset the energy. So the first card we got is Prince of Autumn. Prince of Autumn. It says dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, cautious but wise, action, meticulous, attention to detail, kindness to others. So what I'm hearing is as you are in your manifestation zone, especially those of you that are in the 2020 Activating You retreat group, we're doing some really amazing challenges right now. So I know you in particular are focusing on your manifesting, and I'm sure everyone on today is probably manifesting in some way, shape, or form. And Spirit is saying that it's important for you to be the Prince of Autumn. Now, it doesn't mean overthink it or overstress it. It just means be very meticulous in your actions. And that meticulousness is coming through as consistency, right? Because the only way it's going to work is if you work it. If you just do it for a little bit and you're like, oh, the miracles and magic, it's not happening. Spirit is like, well, yeah, there's no such thing as like a mystery God just dropping something in your lap. You've got to work and then you get rewarded, right? So Spirit is saying you are the Prince of Autumn. Also, what is important as you are manifesting, it's super important to be able to find that balance between being in the now as you are creating your future, right? Because oftentimes we can either be really stuck in the past or really stuck in the future. And being stuck in either place is not ideal. It doesn't serve us in any way. So if we can really practice mindfulness of being in the now in every moment while manifesting what we're choosing for each moment that follows, then this is going to amplify our ability to manifest. Now, also, the way you can be in the now is literally gratitude, right? Show gratitude for exactly where you are. And Nikki said it best when she said, I am so grateful for who I am, right? I am so grateful for who I am because who you are in the now is who you are. And if you can be grateful for that version of yourself, then whatever future self you're creating, you have a stronger magnetic pull to bring that version of you into your now. Right? Also, what I'm hearing is allow your light to shine, right? Allow your light to shine. Whatever's going on within your heart, where some of you are still dimming, Spirit is saying, stop it. Allow your heart to be healed so that you give yourself permission to shine. Just because you're shining it doesn't take away from the shine of anyone else. So oftentimes, there's this sense of humility that can sometimes be hindering, because being humble doesn't mean you dim yourself. Being humble is being free of ego, right? It doesn't mean you have to dim or adjust who you are to make people more comfortable. Now, my rule of thumb, because when we are highly sensitive and connected to the divine, we tend to just operate on a much different level. And so we may have answers and this and that and know things. And when we're dealing with people that may not be there yet, or even people that are, my rule of thumb is to only share what spirit tells me to share. That way, I'm not dimming my light or dumbing myself down, but I'm also not overwhelming those that I'm dealing with, because they may not be ready to receive. But if spirit says, okay, share this, then even if they don't consciously believe they're ready, unconsciously their soul is ready. So that's kind of the rule of thumb. Be spirit led, but don't dim your light. Okay. Let's see what you all are saying. Nikki said that was an affirmation sent to me from my team of guides. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Nikki, for joining. Have a great reading, and I will see you later on during our session. Yay. So the next card we got is Two of Winter. It says indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So this is powerful. We haven't gotten this message in a while. Some of you have been guided to work with me or some other person. It may not be me, but you've been receiving. It's time to move forward, right? And you've been on the fence, or you've been hesitant, or you've been like, I don't know, or making up all these reasons why it can't happen. So if that's you, whether it's me or someone else, Spirit is saying it's time to move your feet if you like to eat, right? So it's time to take action, whatever that is for you. Now, others of you, this could be taking action in the sense of, what are you doing for self? Like, is it daily meditation? Have you been slacking on that? Is it your daily chanting? Is it your daily rituals that keep you healthy? Is it your affirmations? Like, what is it? Spirit is saying the time is now to be in positive action. Why? Because you deserve it. You deserve it. Nothing is going to come to a person that is stagnant and still. Nothing's going to come to you but more of the same. So if you're ready to shift your life and experience and receive more, this is what you're being called to do. Now, I'm also hearing to tell you to speak your truth. Now, speaking your truth, oftentimes when we think in terms of speaking our truth, we think in terms of to someone else, right? And I'm hearing the express yourself. You remember that song? Go on and do it. Okay, but this isn't just as it relates to other people. This is also as it relates to speaking your truth to yourself, right? Getting really real with yourself, getting in the mirror and just looking at yourself smack dab and saying, okay, Nahkila, what are you doing? What are you doing? You've said this is what you'd like, but what are you doing to get it, right? Okay, why are you being still? What's holding you back? Let's fix this now. Let's release whatever it is now, right? Let's shift this now. So, speaking your truth, yes, it's important to do with others, but even to make sure that that truth is really your truth that you express to others, you got to be real with yourself. You got to figure out what's going on in your own soul and what your soul is craving. So that requires you connecting to your higher self. And you do that through meditation. Get out a journal, start writing down your feelings, start writing down your desires, and allow yourself to really get to know you. Like, we talk about being able to decipher where the energy of others ends and where our own energy begins, right? So it's the same with your desires or your truth speaking. What part of what you're feeling or what you're believing or pursuing is a result of society and what you've been taught, or a result of your parents or your family or your friends, right? What is that? What's connected to that as opposed to what's your true desires on a soul level? So Spirit is saying taking some time to self-reflect, self-evaluate, and really being real, and then speak your truth. Express yourself from your soul to yourself. And it's really powerful when you do it in the mirror, your self tends to listen when you get smack dab in your own face and start, calling yourself out and checking yourself. So let's see what y'all are saying. Oh, I'm so grateful today. So grateful. Well, cancel delete need because you don't need anything. It just served your highest good. Oh, I'm grateful. Thank you, Cheryl. Now, this one came in upside down. You know what's so funny? A couple of weeks ago, I got this card as well, and it was upside down for me too. And literally, it's the same message. Actually, Spirit is saying it's the same message, and the message that Spirit gave to me when I got this card upside down was, now is not the time to be in solitude. Yes, we take time out to self-reflect, right? We do. We disconnect, and when we're disconnected, we allow ourselves to be that way. But for most of us, Spirit is saying it's time for us to begin socializing. It's time for us to begin mingling with like spirited, like energetic beings, right? It's not time to be in our little hermit shell because that's where most empaths and light workers are most comfortable. It's time for us to come out of solitude and now express all of the things that we've gathered during our time in solitude. Now it's time for us to show up and show out with Spirit as our guide, right? The world is waiting for what we have to offer. I'm also hearing, if you have not been practicing being grounded or rooted in your own truth, it's now time, right? It's now time. And what Spirit is saying is, you're not going to learn certain aspects of your journey from a textbook. Like, you're just not. You are going to get your greatest lessons from the divine, directly from the divine. So it's time for you to be open to receive, right? Open to receive. And as I'm saying that, I'm being told to tell you to release fear. Now, some of you, it's coming through as fear of, when I open myself up to receive, what all am I going to receive? Right? Like, I'm not trying to see no spirits. I'm not trying to hear no sounds going bump in the night. You know what I mean? Like, I'm imitating someone. I don't know who that someone is, but some of us, that's our fear, right? That's what we say to ourselves. Spirit is saying, release that. It's all about setting those boundaries. I was just telling someone this morning, just like we set boundaries with people, like human beings, we set boundaries with spirit beings as well, right? Because oftentimes they're just like humans. If we don't set boundaries, they just think, oh, look, there's a light that can get my message across. Let me just go bombard them. So you set those boundaries. You have a system set up where they know, I'm available, or this is my time. Let me be, right? But Spirit is saying, release fear. Also, for some of you, Spirit is saying, release the fear of being in solitude or isolation. Because oftentimes people feel like, okay, I already feel different. I don't really fit in. So if I really start talking about the things that I know or the things that's going on with me, people are going to think I went batting crazy, right? And then I'm just going to be all alone. Spirit is saying, again, release that. All of this is ego talking. If you've been blessed with the awareness of your gifts, no matter how large or small that awareness is, it's because your gifts are serving a purpose, not just in your life in this lifetime, but in the lives of those you're called to serve. So Spirit is saying, when you can release that fear of isolation, then you can attract not only those you're called to serve, but you can attract those that are called to serve you, and you can attract those you are called to serve with, right? So it's just time. It's time for you to just do a full spirit cleanse, where you are releasing all these fears, all these falsehoods that play in your unconscious mind, and rewire yourself to believe in your power, to believe in your gift, and to believe in your purpose of being here on this planet in this form at this time, right? So let's see what you all are saying. Hi, Phyllis. Welcome, welcome. Tanae said, yes, go mingling with other light beings. Yes, 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 yes. And let's see what the T message is today. It says, worry seems necessary, but serves no purpose. Ooh. As we were just talking about all these fears that empaths and light workers may possess, it really serves no purpose. You know what I mean? Like, what purpose does it serve to worry? All that energy that we're putting into worrying, we can be putting into creating. We really are powerful manifestors, powerful creators. And it's so beautiful how powerful we are. Now, we also got the crown chakra, and this one came in upside down too. So, when it's upside down, typically there's some sort of block, or this is an area that we can improve. So, what Spirit is saying, the reason why we're receiving a block here is because we aren't allowing ourselves to connect fully. Some of us, not at all, and Spirit is saying, hello, the message is still the same. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Allow yourself to be open to receive guidance. And when you get that guidance, take action. Let me tell you, when Spirit tells you to do something, do it. I share with you all how I was told that by Spirit to let go of this little financial arrangement that I had with my ex to receive the money that he owes me, right? Now, in my mind, if it hadn't come from Spirit and came from anybody, I would have been like, you are crazy. This money is helping me pay my bills. And yeah, no. But when it came from Spirit, there was no doubt. I was like, okay, Spirit, I'm doing it. Whatever you tell me to do, there is not even a second thought. You got me. I know this. I don't even question it. And I will tell you, over the course of a month and a half, I have had my best month and a half in my business yet, right? Yet. So this is what happens when you allow Spirit to guide you, right? And you take action with unwavering faith. Now, keep in mind, what hit me when I had this was I had been manifesting that I would be generating a certain amount of income each month consistently before I moved. So when I first realized, I was just so excited at the reward that I was receiving as a result of me obeying the guidance I received that I totally forgot that I manifested this. But look at how this works. We set intentions. We say to the divine what we're choosing to manifest. We ask for assistance with manifesting it, and then we receive it. But at the time, I didn't know that Spirit was telling me, walk away from this. And if you do, you're going to get this. I had no clue. But remember, we're always either in a test, a lesson, or a blessing, right? And so I didn't realize that was my test for me to receive what I had been manifesting. So this is why it is so valuable to, number one, build or strengthen your connection to the divine. But number two, it's so valuable that when you receive, no matter how ridiculous it seems or how the odds may seem stacked against you, there is nothing greater than the divine. Think Marvin Gaye, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough, right? It's true. There's nothing that can stop the divine from creating miracles and magic in your life but you. You are the only being that can stop it. Just you. And you do that by doubting, fearing, second guessing, not taking action, not surrendering, not worrying. Did I say stressing? Being sad, vibrating low, hating on people, being mean and ugly, spiritually ugly. We could be ugly like this and it don't matter. We can still be blessed. But no, seriously though, only we can stop it. Just us. So Spirit is saying, connect. If you're already connecting, connect even more and even more and allow yourself to be blessed because you deserve it. You deserve it. Why would you prevent yourself from receiving all that you've asked for, right? And let me tell you, when these tests come, they do come in a way where, like I said, if it was anybody else, like a human being telling me, I'd be like, lost your mind, right? But when Spirit says it, it's like, okay, I already know, Spirit, you got something big up your sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. I'm going to be in flow and just let you work your magic. I know it's going to serve me. Everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. I am so grateful that everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. I am so grateful that everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. And so it is. Let that be one of your daily declarations that you say to yourself. It's one of mine. It's one of mine. Now, look, we got deservingness. And so it says, you are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. So, look, this is another reason why it's so important for us to come out of solitude and be around like minded, like spirited, like energetic individuals. Because when we aren't uplifting ourselves, our community can serve to do that, right? Because if I'm experiencing some stinking thinking and I go to my sisters in light and I'm talking about it, guess what's going to happen? They're going to check me. If they're doing it, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to check them. We've given each other permission to do that. So there is no room for stinking thinking. There is no room for low vibration energy in our circle, right? Because we hold each other accountable. And when we are in that space, vibrating a little bit lower, because we share what we're doing, when we experience things that are great, not just the things that are low vibrational, we share it all, because then we can look at each other and say, well, goodness, look at how great my sister is doing. Let me get back on track. Let me get some of that, because it's enough for all of us, you know? Her blessings are hers, but my blessings are right there too. Let me go get my blessings, right? So Spirit is saying it's so important to, number one, know that you're worthy, know that you're deserving, right? So that self-evaluating, that getting to the root of who you are and what you desire, right? Figuring out what you've done well and what you can do better, figuring out what your triggers are and where they come from, so that you can heal and get to that space of knowing that you're worthy. And in the meantime, allowing your soul family to uplift you and remind you just how worthy you are. Let me see what you all are saying. Good morning, Yardy Craig Gamer. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you joined us today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Javi. Hey. Yardy Craig Gamer said, yeah, I was that earlier. Nicole said, yes. Liz said, that's so weird. I've had someone tell me that last week. Well, this is confirmation. Spirit is like bringing it home. Like, yes, this message, let me give it to you one more again, you know? Why I keep feeling like there's like hairs on me somewhere. I don't know. First, I felt like there was one in my nose. Now I feel like there's one on my lip. Are the guides messing with me? So our next card is Unleash Your Creativity. Okay, so this card is like jam-packed with messages right now, just like in the picture. You see how there's all that there's like jam-packed with stuff, right? But I'm getting so much from it. Number one, unleashing your creativity, right? It's about you connecting with your inner child, being that dreamer, allowing yourself to go in that creative space without that adult logic of, oh no, this can't happen, right? This can't happen. Now, I never would have thought that I was going to have the best month and a half in my business to date when what I walked away from was literally helping me pay bills. Never would have thought that. Never would have fathomed that, right? But by me allowing myself to be creative in my assumptions of how the divine works, I knew that whatever was coming through, it was going to come through, show up and show out. So allow yourself to be creative in knowing like, oh my goodness, I don't have to just limit myself to saying I'm manifesting this and I'm manifesting it this way, right? Let your imagination soar. There are so many ways the divine can show up for me. So let me just say, this is what I'm choosing. I am so grateful that I am manifesting. I am so grateful that I have made manifest whatever it is, right? And I trust and believe in the fact that the divine is able to make miracles out of nothing, magic out of nothing. And I am open for it. I am here for it. And I am ready and willing to receive it, right? Also, being creative in the way you show up for self. Okay, so let's just get, what does that mean? What's the message there? Being creative in how you show up for self. Okay, thank you. So how you are used to showing up for yourself or not, Spirit is saying, now it's time for you to do something different. Don't try something different, because your unconscious mind is going to hear, don't do it. And you're just going to be doing the same old stuff that keeps you in the same old place, right? Spirit is saying, do something different. Switch it up a bit. You know, think about when you go work out. You don't just do the same thing every single time. Your body adjusts to it. So your soul is no different, you know? Switch it up. Also, for some of you, you're writers. your writers, and Spirit is saying it's time for you to tap into your creativity. It's time for you to allow yourself to dream again. It's time for you to really be in your power. And part of being in your power is being in your imagination, right? We think that children are so carefree because they don't have bills. That's what the assumption of an adult is, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, if only I was a kid again before bills and all the adult stresses, right? That is not why children are so carefree. Children are so carefree because they are creative, because they dream, because their imaginations, they're not stressed or worried or thinking about anything. Just because you have bills, all they're thinking about is fun, right? What is fun to me? What feels good to me, right? So bills is not what makes your life less enjoyable. You can have bills and still be in that creative space and in that happy space and in that trusting space and in that space of flow, right? And when you're in that space of creativity and flow and allowing the divine to guide you, then your bills, whenever I pay a bill, back in the day, I used to be like, oh, goodness, bills. Oh my goodness, bills, not another one, right? Now, every time I'm either typing in that cell phone, sending that bill off, or I see that that bill has posted, or I write a check, or whatever the case may be, I am so grateful that I am able to pay this bill. I am so grateful, right? And it shifts everything. Just being in that space of gratitude, right? Even if you spent your last dollar to keep your lights on, be grateful, right? Because some people, they don't only not have lights, they don't even have a roof over their heads. So just finding that gratitude in everything will help you. So let's see what you all are saying. Phyllis said, wow. Javi said, that's a steampunk oracle deck. Huh? That's a steampunk oracle deck? What? I'm confused, Javi, and I'm not tapping in to figure it out. Just tell me. Yardy Craig Gamer said, oh, okay. That is what I needed to hear. Well, if I have your permission to request that you cancel, delete the word need and replace it with it serves my highest good to hear this. Because when you say I need or I want, your unconscious mind is sending a vibration. And what's happening is the universe is responding. You're going to always be in a state of need or in a state of want. You know what I mean? And for those of you that are new to the channel, check the description box. The free interactive ebook, Everything Starts with Remembering, it does have the lack language versus abundance language list. So you'll be able to learn how to replace lack language with abundant language, and you'll be elevating your vibration and your manifestation potential as you speak. It's no wonder. I mean, we were taught to speak lack. Like we learned how to say, oh, I need this. Oh, I want this in school, right? So if you find yourself saying it, just cancel, delete, and then replace it with the abundance way of saying it. Diamond said, switch it up. I hear you, Spirit. Tanae said, every time I happen to make it into this Wednesday Live and Power Hour, I'm truly blessed. Oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Tanae. I'm glad you're here. Tanae said, going full throttle. Yes. Yardy Craig Gamer said, true. I'm living in a shelter right now. Yes. And yet, here you are. Here you are still showing up for you, right? And your energy is so alive and so amazing. And the thing about it is, even being in a shelter, there's some people that don't have that. You know what I mean? Like I currently live in Washington State, but I'm from the Bay Area. And you know, they have literal like tent cities, like Oakland and Berkeley, like they have tents, like they have set up homes, like that's where they live, right? And there's so many people that don't even have the tents. Like there's so many layers where we could break it down to at the end of the day, we don't even have our life, right? We could not be here. So there's always something to be grateful for. And through that gratitude is how we're able to create more things to be grateful for. It's also how we're able to allow ourselves to be guided out of our current circumstances. But number one, be grateful for the now, being in the now. Remember, we talked about how can we create a balance between being in the now while we're manifesting our future. It's so important to be grateful for the now, right? But be very clear what you'd like your future to be. See it, feel it, believe it, vibrate at that frequency. Allow yourself to feel. Now, here's the thing. You may not have ever thought about what does having my own place feel like vibrationally? Or what does having $1 million feel like vibrationally, right? What I'd like everyone to do right now is think of a goal that you have. I'm going to give some time for you to do that. And then, first of all, put it in the comments. Now, the reason why I'm telling you to put it in the comments is because when you're thinking of a goal and it's up here, typically when you write it down, you're taking it out of here and you're bringing it into this realm, which makes it a lot easier for you to manifest it in this 3D realm. So go ahead and think about a goal of yours. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. We're going to do this exercise together. So what is your goal? Go ahead and put it in the comments. And if this video is resonating with you on any level, please give it a thumbs up, because this will help the videos that I put out to be in the news feed. And then we can get these messages of love and light, elevation and growth to more people. So I appreciate it. So, hey, Dynell. Javi said the card you were holding is from the Steampunk Oracle deck. Actually, it is Heal Yourself. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was inspired by that. Okay, Liz said, you have helped me with that. Love it. And it works. Awesome. I'm so grateful. Javi said, I really like steampunk because of the creativity involved. Yardy Craig Gamer said, oh boy, wow. Mama Rachel said to be more in tune with my spiritual guides. And so it is. Nicole said, I am so grateful for the beautiful life I've been given. I'm grateful for the tools I've learned to release what hindered me from reaching my highest good. My goal is to continue to grow spiritually. Javi, and so it is. Javi said it may have been. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and Liz said, pass my medical assistant national exam, and so it is. So as you all continue, I have my Canadian status to live and work in Canada. I'm employed, making more than enough money. I'm a mother to my twin boys, Seth and Micah, and daughter Nefertiti, and so it is. Okay, so as you all are continuing to put your goals down, what I'd like you to do is close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. And as you're taking those deep breaths, I'd like you to feel the vibrational frequency of that goal. Feel what its vibration feels like, right? So go ahead and do that. Feel what it feels like. So just take those deep breaths, inhaling slow and deep through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. And just whatever your goal is, just feel for it. Feel for it deep in the cosmos until you feel and connect with its vibrational frequency. Okay? Keep breathing, keep feeling for it. I'm going to give you some more time because I don't know how long it's going to take you to feel it. I do this quite often so I can instantly go to the feeling, but I'm going to give you some time to feel for it. Okay, so when you feel what that vibrational frequency feels like of your goal, now I'd like you to adjust your vibrational frequency to vibrate the same. So just go ahead and do that. Feel it. So you're feeling the vibrational frequency of your goal, you're connecting to that, and then you're allowing your vibrational frequency to be adjusted to the vibrational frequency of your goal. And just continue to breathe until you feel no difference in the vibrational frequency of your goals and your current frequency. Okay, so I'm not sure How many of you were actually able to do the exercise with me? Like if you felt the frequency and you adjusted the frequency, but for the sake of, not going over time, I'm going to go ahead and see what those of you that did find the frequency and match it what you experienced. And if not, now you know how to do this. This is something you can do during meditations. You can just take time out, every so often, every day, if you choose to find the vibrational frequency of your goals and then adjust your vibrational frequency to match its vibrational frequency. So now you and your goal are one, right? And the more you do that, the stronger your ability to attract that into your current now becomes. Okay. So let's see what you all are saying. Javi said, my goal is to deeply connect to Ogun, to finish my novel, and to work with children to help them connect to their spirituality and abilities. Awesome. Yardi Craig Gamer said, I experienced peace and joy. Awesome. Awesome. So good. That's awesome. So how many of you were actually able to find that vibrational frequency of your goal during this exercise and literally feel the shift in your own? Let me know in the comments if you were able to do that. And look up 1119 when you have an opportunity. Good. Yardi Craig Gamer said, I have. Javi said, I have. Good. And how did that feel? I know Yardi Craig Gamer. And what is your name? I know that's not your name. I know you said you feel peace and joy. Javi, what did you feel? And DB, what is your name? DB said, oh, wow. Liz said, I felt scared and really nervous at first, but then I felt relaxed and at peace, like everything was okay. Good, good, good. Javi said, I felt love and a sense of strength. Okay, your name is Shanna. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Shanna. So yes, this is awesome. So practice that. And I would say, anything that you do, I'm going to say this just like the meditation message till I'm blue in the face. Anything that you do, make sure you're consistent with it. So let's say if you're working on, an immediate goal, right? Let's say you're working on an immediate goal that you'd like to manifest like now. So do this exercise with that goal for at least 21 consecutive days, right? Shifting your vibrational frequency to match the vibrational frequency of your goals. So see, these are the types of things that will be taught at the 2020 Activating You retreat, because we're focusing on manifesting. This is not something that I've read in a book. This is not something I've been taught by another mentor. This is literally something that Spirit taught me to do. So when I tell you at the 2020 Activating You retreat, it's not just going to be your typical manifestation retreat. It's going to be some things that are probably refreshers for you, but you're going to also learn new techniques that you've never even heard of, because guess what? Spirit just gave it to me. So it's going to be awesome. Super duper awesome. I'm excited. But do that every day. Do that every day if you're working on an immediate goal for 21 consecutive days and see what happens. Now, if you're focused on your bigger, broader goal, you can still do it every day, because what will happen is you'll start to notice that doors are opening or opportunities are being presented to you that will align you with that broader goal, right? So it's powerful. It really is powerful. Nicole said, and happy. Nicole said, I have love. I felt lighter and happy. Diamond said, okay, 10 minutes behind. I'll do this exercise again when I watch the replay. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm so super excited, Diamond. I haven't shared yet what you have recently manifested and the others that are in the retreat group, but I'm grateful you guys gave me permission to share, because I'm going to get that shared within this week. Tanae said, my interest is peaked for the retreat. So Tanae, connect with me. Either you can look in the description box. There is a button there to schedule the interview for us to connect. Also, you can connect with me on Facebook and I'll give you the information, to get I do an application interview just to see the vibrational frequency and make sure it's a match, not only for you to attend, but for you to make sure it's a match as well. But yes, I believe there's like 3 spots left. 3. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Diamond said, Rachel said, Diamond, that spirit myth messing with you. So let me see. I'm going to pull another card. Let me just see what deck. Okay, I'm being told this one. You're so welcome. So welcome. I would love to have you. Yeah, see my knuckles. When you guys create that knuckle protector, I'm so on it. I will have take both, all three. Okay. I will be the first one to sign up to receive. Okay. So we got 3 cards. Start here. Okay. The first one is power of prayer. Power of prayer. And it says, give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So this message is being brought home again, right? So think about it. We talked about when we speak into existence what we're manifesting, when we ask for guidance, right? Because literally prayer, you all have heard me say this before, and you may have heard others say it, but prayer is when you are talking to God. It's when you're talking to the divine. And meditation is when you're open to receive the divine or God speaking to you, right? So that's where you receive your guidance. So literally, you are being reminded to set your intentions, speak it into existence. And when you pray, pray as if it already is. I am so grateful for, and then also ask yourself, what can I do in this situation to manifest it or to make it my reality? And what assistance am I requiring from my divine spirit team, right? Be very clear so you can ask for that assistance. But the key to receiving is when you receive guidance. Remember, it doesn't matter. It may not feel like this guidance is taking me towards what I just asked for, right? Or what I asked for in the past. But when you receive guidance, no matter what it is, take action. And I'm going to tell you something. I've said this before. No matter who it is, whether it's me and I say, you know what, this is great. This will be so great for you. Go meditate. Unless spirit gives you an instant yes. Like now, if something is presented to me, spirit will give me an instant yes or an instant no, right? But before I got that, I would literally say it would be business stuff. And I'd be like, you know what? Let me meditate on it and I'll get back to you, right? So if you don't get an instant yes or an instant no from spirit, whether it's me or whoever it is, you go connect with the divine and you get your answer so that you know without doubt. So when you move into action, you can do so without doubt. Because as humans, we're flawed, right? When we enter into this form, yes, we're still divine, but there is a component to humanness that is flawed. So if you connect to the divine in your own right, then you know it's a yes or a no. And you know that whatever it is, it's going to serve your highest good if you take action based on what you receive. So the next one we got is declutter. And as I'm holding this, the saying cleanliness is next to godliness comes up, right? Because just like our bodies, when our bodies are filled with clutter, whether it's clutter for unhealthy eating or unhealthy thinking or whatever the case may be, then that chi, that life force energy has a difficult time flowing through us. It's no different in your home. If there's a lot of clutter, that energy is being broken and stopped and stagnant, and it just doesn't have that flow. So oftentimes the inside of your home will be a reflection of what's going on inside your body. So as you're healing and decluttering one, it's important to heal and declutter the other. But what the card says is you'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Okay. And the third card we got is visualize abundance in all forms. So, in addition to what we just did with feeling the vibrational frequency, right? Matching the frequency of our goals, we're also going to visualize it too. You can see it and feel it because everything is vibrational frequency. Everything has a vibration. And there's not anything that you can't connect to if you choose to, right? So it says, God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And That is what you will experience. Okay, I just heard you are a star. You are an angel. Allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to flourish. Allow yourself to grow. And I'm hearing this could be one person, but I'm hearing some of you are afraid to get out, right? So, and it's coming through more or less like you are afraid to elevate beyond your circumstances, beyond like where your family is. Like maybe all your life you were told, oh, you think you better than everybody else. Who do you think you are? And if that's you, whether you're watching right now live or you catch it on the replay, spirit is saying to let that go, because sometimes, how they will call a person a black sheep, or an outcast or whatever. Sometimes that is because you are that person that is meant to shine, elevate, and grow so that you can show those you've been placed amongst the way out, right? So when you heal yourself and you elevate yourself, your life in itself becomes an example for others. And don't allow others to place their own inner junk on you. No, I don't think I'm better than anyone, but you don't feel like you're as good as others. So when you can start to look at people and say, not about me. No, it's something going on with them. And when you would normally feel attacks, how would you internalize an attack or feel about someone attacking you, right? Think about how you feel when you're not consciously in the state of it's more about them than me. Think about how you feel. So, however you feel, imagine them feeling that tenfold, right? So, when you think about what's really going on within a person, you can show up and have compassion because, ooh, I'm not taking that energy, brush it off, leave it. But let me just send you some love and light because it must be real deep and real heavy for you right now, right? Let me just send you that love and light because it must be real deep and real heavy for you right now. I'm just going to send it so you can release it now, so that you can see your greatness, so that you can see your worth, you can see your beauty, you can see your divinity, and you can allow the world to see it and feel it too, right? You feel that? Just sending it to you now. So do that, do that. Don't internalize other people's junk. They don't know what to do with it. So instead of them addressing it and expressing it to self, what are they doing? They're pushing it off on you, and it has nothing to do with you. It's all about what's going on with them. So spirit is saying, release that. Get rid of it. You keep that over there, but I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be angry. I'm just gonna send you that love and that light, right? Send you that love and that light. So let me see what you all are saying. Um, Diamond says, Spirit loves to test my patience. Listen, yes, you are so welcome today. Yesterday, literally, I was with my 15-year-old and I realized I was a little aggravated, and it wasn't with him, but my energy, like on the road, I'm like, why are you going so slow? Just one, and I just literally out loud, I was like, Nahkila, be patient. Patience. What's going on? Like literally, my son's so used to my boys, both my boys are so used to me. But just like in REM, you guys saw me doing the talking to myself about my back thing in my cartoon voice. Like, yes, I'm always in conversation with self. Like I'm always recognizing when I'm outside of my normal energy that I like to stay in, but I don't just sit there. I'm literally talking myself through it. Like I coach myself, you know what I mean? And so I'm literally like, and then I would say, okay, I'm recognizing, and then something else, I'm like, patience, Nahkila, what's going on? You know what I mean? But patience has been like my thing since 2018. So I am choosing patience, so spirit can give me another thing to focus on. Cheryl said, I love these readings. I'm so glad. Thank you for always being here and showing your support. And Nicole said, amen. Shanna said, yep. Nicole said, love this reading. Thank you, beautiful. I'm grateful I watched today. I'm grateful too. And if you all are available at 6:30 every fourth Saturday, starting this Saturday, join me for spiritual happy hour. Remember, it doesn't cost you to join. You just come on. But if you like a personal reading, I'll be doing them. At the first one, there'll be $20 for a personal reading. You can ask your question after you put your payment in. You ask your question in the comments, and then everyone after that, it'll be 25 for all the others. But yeah, I that's like the lowest my readings are. So if you are someone that is interested, and even if you're not coming for a personal reading, just come and join the live chat. Just come and hang out with us. So Tanae said, "It's me you're talking to." It's me, you're talking to me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The funny thing is, when I first felt it, I felt like it was, but Spirit didn't tell me to call you out, so I didn't. Remember, I only say what Spirit tells me to say. So I'm glad that the message came through for you. Um, Tanae's laughing. Javi said, right now, Mama Rachel says, same here, Tanae. Good. I'm glad. That's the other thing. Natalie, who is one of our sisters in light, I got on her live where she does mini readings too during her lives, and it's amazing. But every single time I am on her live, right? Number one, it's always a party. Number two, her mini reads for everyone else, it always resonates with me. And I know that we're all one, and what one of us is experiencing 9 times out of 10 when we're in the same soul family or soul community, it resonates. But it is never like that on anyone else's. It may be here or there, but with hers, it's like everyone resonates with me. So it doesn't surprise me that that was resonating with multiple people. It bees like that sometimes when you're amongst those that your soul is meant to be amongst in this lifetime. Um, Shanna said, okay, this is great. Hi, Envy. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I believe this is your first time joining. I'm super grateful that you're here. Hey, Quita. Oh, when you get a chance, please check your email, your inbox, your Voxer. And I did see your post. And before I approve it, I like to make sure that scheduling stuff is together. So please check that because you got an email from Petra on how to set it up. Okay, so let's see. Yes, please do, Cheryl. Make sure you do. Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you. DB said, haha, same here. So let me see, how are we doing on time? Oh, we are at 11:35. And did anyone look up 11:19? Because when I looked and it was that time, Spirit said to look that up. So if anyone feels um led to look it up, do so. And if you look it up, I'm pretty sure there's a message there that will resonate with you. Yes, when the email came through, when it's something that is time sensitive, I will then send it to every channel because I don't know which channel a person is going to get to first. So yes, I did um, send it to every channel so that you had the opportunity to see it, so that we can make sure that when people schedule their luminous touch, their Reiki healing with you. So for those of you that are wondering what I'm talking about, Quita is a part of the Ashworth Scott Life Sculpting team, and she is a brilliant Reiki healer. And so she right now has been scheduling like a person will sign up for a service with her on my site, but then she'll schedule with them manually. And so what we're doing is we're getting it, my VA is getting it set up so that it's all in the same system and you can schedule right there. So there's just a step that Quita will be completing to make that happen, because the goal is to make everything as easy as possible for you. So, and thank you, Diamond, for your patience with all of that. So awesome. Awesome. Cheryl says she'll look it up. So I will not keep you all. Spirit is always telling me to be mindful of the time, which is really great that we will be doing spiritual happy hour this way, because when we were doing it locally, let me just tell you, spiritual happy hour ended up being the club and the after party. There were times when we didn't get out of there until like 3 a.m. and it started at 6:30. But with it being virtual, if you're deciding to get a personal reading, you can, and you can stay for the whole thing or you can leave after your reading. It just gives you more, and you're already at home, right? If you decide to just be on, you can have the TV on and your computer and just, so it's just comfortable for everybody. So I'm looking forward to serving you all. So yeah. So Shanna, what happens is with today, Wednesday Live and Power Hour, I pull personal cards for the first person that joins. But if I do it for one, I'd have to do it for everyone. So this setting, I don't pull the personal cards unless you're the first person on. Like that's been like the thing. So next Wednesday at 10:30 is when we go live. So just join us next Wednesday and be the first person on, and you'll get your card pulled. Now, of course, if Spirit is like, pull this card for this person or give this message to this person, of course I always do, but just to let you know. And thank you for asking, because if you don't know, you don't know. So be on maybe even a little early next week, and then you'll be the first one for sure. Okay. Quita said facts. And Envy said, thank you for welcoming me. It's my first live with you, and I'm glad I joined in. I've been subscribed for the past month or so and loving the content. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. If you feel led to watch the replay, watch this from the beginning, please do so. We got some really awesome messages that Spirit delivered through me today. So Rachel said, I'm there. Bunny slippers and all. I have unicorn slippers. I couldn't find mermaids because otherwise I'd have mermaid. One mermaid, one slipper. So let me just ask you guys this. This is super random as we're speaking of opposite shoes. Do you guys remember Diadoras? Does anybody remember the sneaker Diadora? Okay, so when I was in school, I went to Catholic school up until ninth grade, and then I went to a Christian school after that. But we had our uniforms, and so in order to like spice up the uniforms, and you guys remember Punky Brewster? So I was in junior high, and I used to wear one green Diadora and one red Diadora. So I used to literally wear mix match shoes. I mean, in junior high. So I guess that's kind of old for that, but I used to love it. Now, if you see me in mix match shoes, it's probably because I grabbed the wrong shoe. Let's see. You're so welcome. And thank you so much for understanding. Thank you, Rachel. Blessings and abundance to you too. Javi said, have a good day, everyone. You too, Javi. Thank you for joining. Dinelle said, thank you for sharing your light. So grateful for this space. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you, Dinelle. You too. My Aunt Rachel says, stylish baby girl. Yes, I thought I was doing it, boy. It was like, because, otherwise we all look the same. So I used to wear one green and one red. And like to this day, I'm still secretly a fan of Punky Brewster. Like if it came back on TV, I would so be watching it. Sometimes I even look it up on YouTube and watch the old videos of it. But you all have a wonderful day. Thank you again for joining and for allowing me to serve you. If you are watching over on Facebook, we are live on YouTube every Wednesday. Pretty soon, I won't be going live on Facebook for Empower Hour. So click the link, subscribe to the channel. And if this resonated, you guys, please give it a thumbs up and share the video. Like share the YouTube video with your community so that they can receive the message too. So thank you so much. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I will see you Saturday. See you Saturday for Spiritual Happy Hour. Yay!